Woof, woof, woof. Yes. That's how we're going to kick off tonight's episode of Delve and Dash as my dog continues to bark. Hey, Victoria Brown, thanks for the subscription. We appreciate that right off the bat tonight. So, welcome back, Delve and Dash. This is episode number 19, folks, right here at Proficiency Bonus. My name is Michael, your most humble and merciful dungeon master for the evening. And it took us a while, but I think we got to figure out exactly what happened a few weeks ago, because it's been a few weeks since we had an episode. I believe that last time there was an epic illusion created by our kobold bard, where a large creature, a periton I believe he made it look like, was attacking the noble house that they were currently casing to try to find a interesting, intricate music box that Raz's mother wanted them to seek out. They got into some trouble. Raz on the inside, during all this commotion, was locked in was trapped in a carriage house with some of the other guards as she was disguised as a servant. Their turtle friend, Franklin, transformed as a spider, decided to go looking. And they found the music box, but some things happened where the music box was put back into the carriage. Franklin quickly, as a spider, ducked himself back into the carriage. All the commotion settled. The carriage decided to leave early out of the carriage house to transport the materials to the docks, where the barge ship is awaiting the arrival. Franklin is inside the carriage, while the rest of the group, slowly and quietly through the busy streets of Yartar, are making their way behind the carriage. I think that kind of sums it up.
I think so.
So, Franklin,
well,
you are inside the carriage, I believe. Are you going to go through with your plan?
yeah, it's shift, grab, shift. So,
Shift, grab, shift. So,
yep.
Franklin transforms from the small spider back into his turtle self. Within a split second, puts his arm over the music box. But before that, you all begin to hear noise coming from within the carriage. As Franklin's form, as it grows into his normal turtle self, breaks a bunch of these boxes and crates within the carriage. One of your feet, Franklin, goes right through one of them. You can feel it like rip through one of the canvases of the paintings that were put in the box beside it. You hear like the rip and tear of the canvas as one of these priceless paintings is probably now destroyed. And
That's great. Any other of my characters would feel terrible. Franklin doesn't care.
So the wreckage just continues. It's almost like these boxes are exploding in the back of this carriage as you guys are witnessing a bunch of pieces of shards of wood and straw go flying everywhere inside. Everybody except for Franklin, let's have Vix and Silver make a perception check for me. And I'm going to go ahead and roll for Raz as well.
15.
15.
17.
17. Right before this happened, almost like 2 seconds before you heard this noise and your head just like jolted over towards the carriage, you guys saw a silhouette kind of just create a little bit of a shadow on the setting sun over a couple of the buildings to your right. It's almost as if somebody just leapt from one rooftop to the other. It was gone within an instant. And then you hear the crashing sounds, and you see a glimpse of what looks like a large figure in the back of the carriage, and then all of a sudden that figure vanishes. And then all of a sudden you see guards begin to panic. all around the carriage.
I crawl out.
I am going to
I'm keeping the
silent
high
image
ground.
the monster in the carriage again.
You're gonna put a monster in the carriage again?
Yeah. Yeah. To help.
Okay, what kind of monster are you putting in the carriage? The same one that would attack the...
No.
Okay.
A Triceratops.
A Triceratops.
Yeah.
So-
And-
That's a small Triceratops.
Yeah, it's gonna be a baby Triceratops to fit
Yeah.
in this back in this carriage.
yeah.
Okay, so what do they have? Do they have to make like a saving throw to be able to like see if this is like a distraction or see if it's kind of a spell?
Physical interaction and a successful intelligence investigation check
Okay, so
against my spell save DC.
so technically they have to sit there and they have to cautiously investigate it in order
Yeah.
to pick it up. These guards aren't gonna do that. They're as they look terrified, seeing that there is some reptilian-looking creature with horns sticking out of its head in the back of the carriage. You hear the driver let out a huge scream. Ah, what is that? And immediately the carriage starts to pull into an alleyway to the right as the horses seem to almost pick up their gallop just the slightest bit. Some of the guards seem to be running around the carriage in a frantic panic, not really sure what to do. Because they want to run away, but they know that their jobs depend on this delivery. And it's kind of like one of those things where the guard runs towards the carriage and then starts to scutter back a little bit and then runs towards the carriage again and starts to step back a bit. They have no idea what's going on and what to do.
Perfect.
Franklin, you are scrambling out of the carriage.
That is correct.
Okay, there's a little you're a small little spider. I assume that you would kind of attach your webbing maybe to the back bumper of this carriage and just slowly with your limbs outstretched do the little spider descent upon your webbing.
Yeah, just I'm gonna try to be stealthy about it, and I don't remember what a spider's stealth is, so
I think you get a +5, but I'm gonna check because I think you do get a
Okay.
benefit. Go ahead and make it with advantage. And we'll
thank
see.
you. I needed that advantage into a natural 20.
Oh no, natural 20. Because currently they're more focused on the Triceratops that apparently just appeared in the carriage. What? Where do you come up with this stuff?
What? Huh?
I love it.
I have silent image. I'm going to use it.
That's right. Use it.
So yeah, you have no problem descending down. As soon as you hit the ground, Franklin, you look up and you catch a glimpse of something falling near you to the back of the carriage. Silver and Vix also notice this. Raz would notice this too, as something is falling from what seems to be the rooftop. And there's a little trail of smoke behind it as it falls. And when it hits the ground near you, Franklin, probably about 5 feet away from you, you hear this. In this thick gray smoke just clouds the area that you're in. And fills and covers like a 20-foot radius behind the back of the carriage. The guards that were following a little hesitant behind are now consumed by this smoke and begin to cough relentlessly all around you, Franklin. Right now you're in heavily obscured area. You can't really see very well as this cloud of smoke just takes over. And then Vix and Silver, that's when you see these ropes fly out from the sides of both sides of the buildings around this alleyway, and these figures start to slide down the ropes on either side, heavily cloaked with hoods over their heads, and it looks like they have something like a mask covering their noses and mouths as they slide down.
That's when we start putting a spotlight on them, but I can't do that. So I'm just gonna skitter away.
You guys watch as Raz goes, shit. And why don't we go ahead and roll initiative?
Okay.
Okay. All right.
22. I like the spider form. I have a better dex.
Anybody know what Raz's dex is?
I think it was
Plus
+4.
4.
Something like that, yeah.
What was yours, Franklin?
22.
Ooh.
I got a 19.
19.
The natural fighter of this party, the one that terrorizes everything, got a 5.
Very nice. Very nice. I'm going to go ahead and change our music to something a little bit more fitting. Yeah, let's do that one. I like that. All right. Franklin, you're first to go.
I skitter away.
Skitter away. Okay, so you're going to use your movement and dash.
That is correct.
Just get away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your spider stealth is +4. Your speed is 20 feet, so you can get 40 feet away. And your little spider.
Perfect.
Forward. Man, that little spider's quick. So yeah, you're skittering away. Nobody really sees you. Nobody pays attention. Are you just headed like back out of the main street?
Yeah, I'm heading back to her mom's place because we didn't say where to meet, so I'm going right there.
Okay, gotcha. So you're skittering. The next person to go is Raz. What do you guys think Raz would do in this situation?
Does it seem like they've noticed us? Like the people coming down
I
the
think Raz
ropes?
is in a different form,
I think so too.
so they wouldn't recognize her, and I don't think they.
They would recognize me if it is because I terrorized that one person.
I would say,
and I made her
yeah.
like super scared of me.
I would say not right this moment, because I would say they were more focused on trying to catch up with what was going on. That they did not recognize you immediately. Now, if you guys run up there, they're probably going to recognize who you are, depending on who it is.
She would probably just like tell us to go.
Tell you,
Yeah, I don't, if she would trust Franklin got the thing, we probably wouldn't like engage in them, you know, if we didn't have to. So that's what, trying to stay unseen.
okay, so she
Or
just
no.
On the way out, we gotta call the guard on them.
She kind of looks. She looks towards you, and she's like, "I guess we gotta trust that Franklin's got it." And then that's all she does on her turn. Silver, are you just following along?
Yeah, I'll just follow her lead and
Okay.
try and stay unseen.
All right. After it seems like 4 individuals had slid down these ropes, another individual comes like flying out of one of the second-story windows and lands on the top of the carriage. I don't know. I just see it like Assassin's Creed style, you know, like landing and then slowly standing up, you know, and basically kicks one of the one guard that was sitting with the driver up on the top, kicks the one guard completely off of the carriage, and the guard lands prone, slammed down onto the ground. You can see a lot of the other members of this group that slid down are immediately running into the smoke. Some of them are actually engaging the guards that are still outside the smoke. You can see these individuals are having no problem whatsoever. One of them takes out a hand crossbow and fires and hits one guy right in the neck, and he goes and topples over onto the ground. It's like just this barrage of weapons, feet, fists. It just, you know, looks like a bunch of Foot Clan from the Ninja Turtles are just overwhelming this group. Some of the guards come running out of the smoke screaming, throwing their spears, dropping their weapons, and running back towards where they came. Vix, what would you like to do?
Well, that's not my problem. So I'm gonna walk away.
All right, not your problem. You're gonna walk away. How far away do you have to be to keep your major illusion?
I'm gonna drop that because the smoke came and I can't really see it, so I'm not
just
too
gonna
worried.
drop it? Okay, not too worried.
Yeah.
So you guys just start whistling and turn around and head down the street.
Yeah.
And we'll go out of encounter as you guys can hear. You guys hear the horses neigh and gallop down the alleyway, and then veer to the left and make a sharp turn. And you can see that there's just a trail of what looks to be like some bodies laying in the alleyway, and it looks like all members of this escorting guard. And it seems whoever jumped this place has actually gotten access to the carriage now, and is going in the direction of the docks with the carriage.
Okay.
And you guys are just whistling down the street.
Hopefully Franklin got the thing.
Yeah, hopefully. What if he died?
I think we would have seen some kind of. He's a relatively big individual.
Yeah, but if he's a spider and somebody steps on him, won't he just get smushed?
I don't know, actually. That is a very good question.
Maybe we could try it.
Thank you for the bits, Winston. Appreciate it, man.
Maybe we just ask him first
Yeah.
before.
Maybe he doesn't know, and he'll want us to try it.
Maybe.
Raz kind of looks at you guys and says, "Let's get back to my mother's and see if he's there."
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Where else would he have gone? Did we discuss
we did.
this beforehand?
I don't think so.
Raz
You
just-
know where he might be going?
Where's that?
You remember that, temple that we first met him at? With the whole, exploding people thing?
Surely he would not go all the way back there.
Yeah, that's a long trip.
Maybe.
That's the only place I can think of.
I think we just hope he went back to your mother's.
So you guys, after having this conversation about where you think the small spider might be off to, you guys all arrive back at the house. Now, would Franklin stay in spider form the whole way there?
Yes.
So I think you guys have a little bit of a higher speed than Franklin does in spider form. So you guys get back to Tiva's house, and there is currently no sign of Franklin.
It also looks suspicious if they're wrong. So, I don't know if they would take it more casual. Well, I'm just bolting it there.
Okay.
Nah, I'd be going straight there too. Yeah.
Yeah, I would just be following Raz, so it's where she goes straight there, that's where I'm going.
Raz seems to open the door, and Tiva's there. And, you're back. And Raz kind of looks. Yeah, Mother, is Franklin back? No. No, is he supposed to be?
Oh no, somebody stepped on him. I knew it. I knew it all along. He just
Franklin,
smushes.
if you're here in spider form, will you please stop being in spider form? I'm just looking around the room.
Everybody just starts frantically looking around the room. Tiva's like picking up cushions from the couch and like looking up underneath. And Franklin. People just looking everywhere for Franklin. Eventually, after about a few minutes of panicking and looking through, Franklin, you make your way up the front steps onto the porch of the house.
And I go sit in the corner of the kitchen, watching all of them look for me, and wait till my form wears off. And so, since I'm level 4, I've got 2 hours.
2 hours. Now, question is, guys, would you continue to search the house for 2 hours, or would some of you start to go back outside and backtrack?
I
mean,
forget
I would
what we're
definitely-
doing.
I would
forget
definitely
what
go
we're
back
doing
out.
after a little bit of time. I get distracted playing with shadows or
You
something.
get distracted playing with shadows.
Yeah.
Vix is playing with some hand shadow puppets in the corner, trying to remake the image of that Periton that he had attack the noble's house.
It looks more like this.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Very good. Eventually, after
Well, when people stop searching, then I drop the form.
after the place has been, it looks like somebody came in and just looted the entire house. Like, it looks like somebody tipped over everything. Pretty much everything has been uncovered, moved. Tiva's breaking a sweat. She doesn't know what's going on. And that's when all of a sudden you guys see Franklin emerge from the kitchen in his turtle form.
Franklin, how long have you been there? We've been searching for you.
How long have I been there?
Probably at least an hour and a half.
I've been there for about an hour.
And you wouldn't just let us know that you're here when you got back?
Nobody asked me to.
Franklin, I have a question.
Yes?
If you're a spider and I accidentally stepped on you, would you die? Or would you well, it's more practical for you just to explode into
Why
guts and
don't
stuff.
I show you? And could I assume I was able to take a 10-minute rest or whatever for a short rest
Oh yeah, yeah.
while watching them?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just morph into a spider and just wait for him to step on me.
Oh my god, what if I kill him? We already came this far. And I just stop really hard.
Stomps on you.
And now I'm a turtle again.
I get flipped onto my back.
Yeah, you get thrown back onto the couch. His form just throws you back.
That was so fun.
That's what happened.
We gotta do it again sometime. I have a lot of plans now that I know that. What if you turned into a spider and I picked you up in my mage hand and carried you somewhere?
I do not know.
I could get you on the top shelf.
You could. I'm just gonna take the music box and set it under the table.
Tiva sees the music box as you set it down and just immediately beelines it towards the table where you set it down. And immediately she grabs, you got it. There it is. You found it. And then immediately opens it up. Gets all this jewelry or just different things that have been put inside of it. It's not just inside there's a music box, but it looks like somebody been throwing other things inside of it too. So she pulls all this other stuff. And then the inside of it kind of lifts out. She lifts a part of it out. And she reaches down inside and she pulls out what looks to be some kind of leather-bound book. I've got it. Finally. Got it.
What is that?
This, Silver, my friend, this is what we've needed.
Franklin is going to start tidying up the place.
Can I insight check her?
Yeah, sure. While you're doing that, I gotta go grab a book because I forgot a name.
Okay. It's not really fantastic. That's a 12. I just want to know if she is who she says she is, or if she is our not her.
Would you get a 10?
I got a 13.
13. She plays this game a lot, so you're not really sure.
Okay.
You don't think she's really trying to be deceptive in any means, but there's something about this whole situation that just, I don't know, you got a weird feeling about it, Vix. She
I'm getting blown up.
Yeah, what's that amazing sound right there?
That's my text
I was
message.
gonna say that sounds very heroic.
I don't even know what Cane's is, but apparently I have food from there.
Wait, Raising Cane's?
It's just Cane's. I don't know. All I got is Cane's.
Apparently, what she goes on to tell you guys that apparently the Water Baron of Yartar was having an affair with another gentleman of a noble family within the city. The man was found floating in the river, dead. And a lot of people tried to pin the murder on her. But there wasn't any evidence. But apparently this notebook that she holds in her hand is the gentleman whose name is Kydrod Paler. This is his personal journal. Which, she says, looks right to you, Vix. This is the only evidence that we have to pin the murder against her.
Can I see it?
Why?
I just want to see it.
Please.
We just went through all this trouble, and you're just asking me why I want to see it?
Please be careful with this, Vix. Please be very careful. She seems hesitant to hand it to you, but she hands it to you. And just is like looming over you, kind of like getting ready to grab it at any instant that you do something crazy.
Okay. I know a couple of you might get upset at me for this.
Raz looks at her mother's like, Mother?
I turn invisible. But I act like I
love
warped
it.
out of existence. I turn invisible. While I'm invisible, I put it in my backpack. And I like back up a little bit. And then I lay down on the ground and I come out of invisibility without the book.
I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay. As you go invisible, Tiva begins to panic and gets hysterical. And looks over to Raz. Raz, what happened to your friend? And then all of a sudden you appear back on. Wait, what did you do?
I touched the book.
Where's the book?
I don't know.
Where is it? You just had it.
I touched it, and it teleported me somewhere. And I dropped it, and it put me back. It was so scary.
Make a deception check, Mix.
That's not good. Hey, can I use one of my DM's inspirations?
Yes, you can. Yes.
Okay, that's a little bit better, but that's still not good. Deception. Where is it? 12.
That doesn't even beat my passive insight.
She looks right at you, and she's just like, "You're lying. There's nothing wrong with that book. There's no way, no how that could have transformed or transported you anywhere. Now where is it?"
Franklin's just gonna pick up Vix and put him on his shoulders. Because now she's being mean.
I don't know what happened to it. I really
No,
don't.
there's no need to be mean to the poor boy.
Well, it's got to be here somewhere. Let's look for it. Raz, go
Okay.
check that corner. Silver, go check upstairs. It's got to be here.
Okay. Before I go upstairs, are you okay? And I give him a little pat on the back as he's on Franklin's shoulders, because I believe that he is telling the truth.
Oh, so scary.
It's going to be okay. We'll find the book. I go upstairs and look for the book.
You guys looking around, you spend 20 minutes re-terrorizing this place. It was already a mess before from you guys looking for the small spider form of Franklin, but now it's even worse, as she's going into a hysterical panic. Like, this book meant a lot to her, and now it is missing. And she is starting to go a little bit, she's going a little bit rage crazy as this is starting to happen. As she gets frustrated,
Tiva.
she starts whipping some of the couch cushions across the room. It's got to be here! Raz, keep looking, don't stop. Easy, mother, easy.
Tiva,
And
why is this book so important?
you don't understand, Franklin. This book can pin this murder on the Water Baron.
And how does this help you?
You
Do you want me to make a persuasion check that I'm gonna suck at?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh, let's see. I don't think I'm trained in it. Yeah, I'm not. So that's a 15.
A 15?
Yeah.
She looks like her mood begins to change a little bit as you ask this, Franklin. And let's just say, Franklin, that if I want to make it any higher on the totem pole, I need this book. Lord Shadow 27 is raiding with a party of 5. Thank you, Lord Shadow. We appreciate the raid. Thank you.
Moving up in what organization?
She looks over at Raz and she says, "The one that I and your good friend are part of."
That does not answer the question.
And she just looks at you, Franklin, and says, "I'm sorry, I can't do this right now." And she walks and she passes Silver. As Silver's coming back down the steps, she just passes by you, almost just looking down towards the steps, and just disappears upstairs. And then you hear the slam of a door.
The book wasn't up here. Or at least I didn't find it.
I know!
Sorry. What's her problem?
All right, you guys aren't gonna believe this. I have the book. I have it. It's in my bag.
Raz looks
already
right at
knew
you and
that.
says, "Vix, what are you doing?"
Shush.
I
Okay.
thought you said it teleported you somewhere and you dropped it.
I was just lying. I was lying about that.
You lied to my
Oh.
mother.
Of course I did.
Why didn't you just give it back?
Because that's a terrible idea.
Why?
What if she's lying? What if the book doesn't actually say anything bad? What if she writes in the book herself because she's a thief person and she can copy handwriting?
Raz just stares at you.
Has a point.
It's in my secret dimensional space that I can go to sometimes.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
That's really cool.
you can do that?
Franklin doesn't get it, but you're also on Franklin's shoulders.
Raz just kind of looks at you. He's like, okay, well then, why don't you look through it?
Okay, but not now. Later. We'll say we found it somewhere that's not here.
Fine. Silver, what do you think?
I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little confused.
I've spent most of my time with you confused. As Raz continues to just like scratch her head, not really sure what's going on.
That's fair.
Are we going to go somewhere else and read this book? Because aren't we sleeping here? So,
Shh, you're being too loud.
sorry.
She'll kill
Franklin
me.
just walks out of the house.
Oh, I guess we're going this way. Okay.
Vix, are you still
He's
on
gonna
Franklin's
find
shoulders?
somewhere secluded in the swamp.
I mean, yeah, I didn't climb down.
Okay, you bump your head a little bit on the top of the door.
I fall.
Oh, I would have
Sounds
ducked
like
down so he
I
wouldn't have hit himself.
Okay, and you said you wanted to go someplace in the swamps?
Yeah, somewhere secluded in the swamp so we can take a look at this book.
Okay. Give me 1 second, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry
Yes,
about that.
close that
Sorry about
door.
that, Twitch land. Hear my kiddos playing in the background.
It's the ambiance of the city.
That's it. That's right. So you're gonna. There's not really a swamp. I mean, there's a river that runs through this city.
In the foliage outside of town, I will
Okay.
find a secluded place to read the book.
Okay, so you guys venture out of town. A little bit of ways from the actual outer city wall in Franklin. And by now it's getting dark. Like, it's dark outside by the time you guys get out here. And you guys are outside in the middle of the woods, in the dark, all together.
Franklin doesn't care. This is normal for him.
Okay.
To be fair, it's
The ones we
normal
find
for
someplace
Vix, too.
secluded, I will sit down and so we can read the book.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I want to read it first, so nobody tries to do any funny business.
Why would we try to do any funny business?
Everybody else is doing funny business, so I was just trying to read it before anybody else touches it.
How do we know you're not going to do any funny business?
I don't do anything funny.
Raz looks at you and he's like, "You stole the book."
That wasn't funny. That was serious.
All right.
I'm gonna put my staff down beside me. And I'm gonna lean against the tree, and I'm gonna use the staff light to read the book.
Okay. Yeah, you use the staff. You're looking through. It's just all handwritten. Looks like pretty sloppy handwriting throughout the penmanship is not very good throughout the book.
Me too.
It is definitely the journal of Kydrod. But as you're starting to get towards the end of the book, several pages have been torn from the book. There's no mention from what you can kind of just flip through of the Water Baron at all within the pages that are legible.
Okay.
But there is, after you get to the final couple of pages. Almost seems like there's a couple free pages where a couple pages have been ripped, 2 pages have been left in, another page has been ripped out, a couple more pages been left in, and then at the very end there's a folded piece of parchment that's just stuffed into a few of the pages that are left, a few of the blank pages.
I have a couple things I want to do with this, but what's the parchment first?
Okay, you open it up, and it has a simple letter in common, or a simple note written. It's just a small piece of parchment about this big. Looks like some of the edges have been burnt or something like that, just old, and just old parchment. And it simply has some quick penmanship written on it. It simply says, "Not this time, not ever."
Okay, well, I'm gonna put that back where I got it because that's not ominous. What kind of bag do I have? I don't even know. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, all right. So candles are like crayons, right?
Yeah.
So is there a blank page?
Yeah, there's a few blank pages in the back of the journal. Yeah.
I'm gonna rip a blank page out, put it on the front of the page after one's ripped to try to draw or wipe the candle over the page to try to see if I can pick up any writing from the impression of the pen from the page that was ripped out.
Oh, wow.
There you go. I would have never thought of that.
That's brilliant. You don't even have to roll for that one, man. That's brilliant. Yeah, you guys all watch in amazement as Vix pulls out this journal and starts to take this candle and starts to rub it on these blank pages that are behind where the ripped up pages were. And you start to reveal some little indents of where writing had been in the previous times. And that's when you notice you can start to see the name Nestra Ruthoil come up a lot, and just passionate love devotion sayings throughout the journal of how much this Nestra means to him, and I can't ever let my wife find out about this, and stuff like that. Clear indications of a betrayal and marriage.
Vix, what are you doing?
Well, I'm reading a love story, so you know. Well, I saw there were pages ripped out, and after the ripped out pages were blank pages, so I scribbled with my candle, because I play with candles a lot. I scribbled with my candle, and I got the other words. And it says not now, not ever at the end, but I just ignored that, really?
So was she telling the truth about the book?
What was her name again?
Raz's mom?
Yeah.
I think
Tiva.
it was Tiva.
Yeah,
Tiva. Okay. Well, it's something about a Nestra, and this person, the Cadron person, is really, really in love with the Nestra Ruthoil.
Oh, Raz just chimes in. Yeah, that's the current water baron of Yartar. She's basically is in rulership of the place.
But he can't let his wife find out about it. And there was a betrayal in the marriage somewhere.
So she was telling the truth.
Yeah, but this doesn't prove a murder. It
Raz,
just proves love.
Vix, may I see the book?
Yeah.
And
This is after
Franklin
I
will
did
read
all
over
the
it.
pages I could.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
With the
Franklin is also going to read through the book.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you pretty much, Franklin, can deduce the same thing that Vix is just kind of backing him on the fact that he is telling you the truth about the book. And just since you did multiple pages, Vix, you can see this man was madly in love with this woman, but they had to keep it secret. It couldn't get out because he was married and he was a member of a prominent noble family and didn't want to see everything, dwindle or, go down. And also, you also can, as Raz is kind of talking to you guys about this, apparently the Water Baron, title of Water Baron is kind of like an elected office, and you hold it for life, unless you happen to be accused of some kind of major charge and you have to be locked up. And it seems as if anyone finding out about this is one of those things that could gotten her in really big trouble, and she could lose her title of Water Baron for it.
So this is less trying to get her in trouble for murder and more trying to get her in trouble for an affair.
Yes, as of what you can tell right now, yes.
Okay.
So are we gonna give her the book back now, or what are we? I'm still a little confused as what we're doing.
Me too.
But you took the book.
Franklin's gonna take the book and start walking back to Tiva's place.
Okay.
Wait, what's Tiva's last name?
Hard Watcher.
Okay, so she wasn't married to the guy in the book.
No, she wasn't.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start following Franklin back.
Okay. You follow Franklin back. As you guys are walking, the way that Yartar is you walk through the main gate on the west side of town from the forest that you guys were at. The main gate is still open whenever you guys walk through, but it's kind of almost like a guard station here at the Citadel area it's on one side of the river, and then you cross a bridge to the other side of the river, and that's where the majority of the city is. As you're walking across that bridge, you guys can see most of the docks down below, and far off to your right, it looks as if there is several members of what are called the Shield of Yartar. They're basically the head guard at Yartar, and they look like they're having some kind of issue, as a lot of them are crowded around some other individuals along the barge that they're waiting in front of.
So I'm just gonna keep walking, but can I make a perception check to maybe try to eavesdrop in while we're walking by?
You couldn't do it just walking by. These people were still way far off, so you'd have to basically deliberately go over there to eavesdrop on them.
Nope, not doing that.
Okay, I'm sure. So you guys
going right to Tiva's.
Right to Tiva's house? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You guys make your way back to Tiva's residence.
Wait, we're not going to give her the book, are we?
Not for free.
But
What?
did I finish all the pages?
Yeah, you had no problem finishing the
Okay.
pages. Yep.
All right, never mind.
I thought we were getting paid to deliver it anyways. Were we not?
I personally don't remember.
Actually, I want the book.
Raz looks at you. Why do you want the book?
Because I don't think it's fair.
You don't think what is fair?
Being outed for love.
Vix, the man that wrote that book is dead.
So? It's gonna get the girl in trouble.
Someone killed him. Raz says.
But this doesn't say who killed him.
I know it doesn't, but maybe there's, I don't know, maybe there's more to this story.
it gives another suspect that the authorities could investigate.
Franklin hasn't stopped walking.
But if it's still an investigation, why don't we just keep the book? Why give it to someone else?
Raz just kind of looks at you and she's like, if we keep the book, then we're probably going to have to be the ones to figure something out, right?
Sounds like an adventure to me.
Silver just sitting there, biting his lip. I'm not really sure what to say to Mix right now. I imagine like Silver
Franklin
just sitting there
hasn't stopped
regretting
walking.
every
Somebody stop
decision
him.
he has made.
He'll go.
Yeah. Because he does not know how to deal with the situation at all.
I'm
That
just
is
saying,
Franklin.
I was almost killed and dismissed from my clan for falling in love with someone. And I don't think it's fair to give somebody else trouble for falling for someone.
What if that someone killed the other person?
What if I killed someone?
Did you kill someone?
Did you?
Maybe I did.
Raz just kind of under her breath is like, I don't believe you.
I killed the slime.
I don't know if that would be considered a person, but you did do that.
I think the slime was trying to eat your friends,
Mm-hmm.
too.
I mean, I did almost walk right into it.
I don't think it's fair. That's all.
So do you want to do some investigating then?
Yes.
Okay. How do we do that?
First, we look for friends of this Nestra.
Friends of the Water Baron.
Indeed.
Raz just kind of looks at Silver, looks at Franklin, looks at Vix.
Franklin's not there. He's been walking.
Well, I assume you guys are
Yeah.
all walking
Yeah,
together
follow, yeah.
towards the house. So, Franklin, you're still a part of this conversation as you guys are all walking together.
Okay.
Yeah.
This,
Does
to
the Water
Franklin,
Baron-
This sounds like people issues, and he doesn't deal with people.
Yeah, Franklin's hermit background doesn't bode well for this.
No, it doesn't. So he has another plan.
Does the Water Baron take audiences with people,
Wait,
Raz? Yes.
Maybe. I don't really know.
wait a second. The Water Baron is the leader?
The leader of the city, yes.
That means they're richer than your mom. We could sell the book to her or them.
But
So he looks at Silver. He's like, no.
Tiva's been
Why would-
very
Yes,
nice, though.
It's my mother.
Of course. I know it's your mom, but your mom has bad intentions.
She obviously wanted to keep it away from the Water Baron. That's why she sent us.
She wants to keep it away from the Water Baron in order to take the Water Barons down so she can be the new Water Baron.
You think?
Is that really a question?
How do they choose the new Water Baron?
From what I knew, it was an election. You have to be extremely popular to win the Water Baron seat. I don't think my mother is even close to that.
It seems like she would rather not be in the spotlight, from what
Yeah,
we've seen so far.
she spent most of her life trying to stay in the shadows. I wouldn't see why she would.
She just told us, like, I don't know. How long were we just gone?
Probably about an hour.
She just told us, like, I don't know, an hour and 10 minutes ago that she was trying to climb the ladder.
Climb the ladder within the organization, not be the Water Baron. I don't know. This all seems so complicated.
I mean, Tiva hasn't given us a reason not to trust her. That's why I'm confused.
I feel like something really shady's going on in this establishment. And I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's coming from me. I play with shadows. I like shadowy things. I like shade. But I don't like this shade.
Name of the episode: I don't like this shade. And you guys get within a few blocks of Tiva's residence.
Keep going.
Just keep going. All right.
Gonna end bad.
Okay, Raz looks at you, Vix. Okay, what are we doing with the book? Because if we go back in there, you know she's going to ask if you have the book.
Everybody wants to give her the book, so let's just give her the book. But if it ends bad, I told you so. I told all of you so.
Okay, well, if we don't give her the book, we can't go back to her house.
It's too late. We're going back to her house. We're going to give her the book.
Raz just looks towards Silver. Silver.
Reverse psychology at its finest.
I'm fine with either way, because technically we've done what she
Franklin
asked
has a
us
whole
to do.
different idea with this book, so he's not vocalizing it.
Franklin, you've been walking and you've been quiet this whole time. Raz is just looking at you suspiciously. What is going through your mind? Franklin?
Tiva has secrets, and if she wants my help, she will talk about them. And Franklin keeps going. He hasn't stopped.
Well, listen here, mister. I go in front of him and I do this. My little 3-foot tall self. We're a team, and we have to do this together. We can't go just making decisions one person at a time. We gotta make decisions 4 people at a time, because there's 4 of us.
Well, Tiva has secrets, and if she would like us to help her more, she should give us more information. Franklin picks up Vix and puts him on his shoulders.
This wasn't what I meant by standing in front of you.
Awesome.
Do you have, like, turtle ear holes?
He looks like a turtle.
Yeah, do they have, like, how does it, do they have ears? Like,
Let's see. Let's see if turtles have ear holes.
Like this. I think they have this kind of like, because I know like lizards have some kind of like these. I don't know. It looks like it has like this like film over their ears or something like that. It. As everybody Googles, do turtles have ears?
They have an ear. They have skin that covers their ear holes. Did you know that? The more you know.
Okay, that's what Franklin
I
has.
knew like because I had when I was young I had iguanas and they had this like little film over the sides of them, and I bet you that's what that is. It's kind of like a skin that covers their ears. Yeah, so you can see these
because
little
of the swimming and stuff.
Yeah, you see these patches of thin skin that cover Franklin's ears.
I'm gonna reach down around his like jaw area. I assume it's defined,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna like try to start turning him away from the door.
You're gonna try to,
I'm
you're trying to
Ratatouille this.
steer Franklin.
Yeah, I'm trying to ratatouille this right now.
Franklin, how do you respond to this?
I keep walking.
Make a strength check for us, Vix.
3.
Doesn't even turn your head, Franklin. As you can feel this little kobold trying to turn your head left and right.
So he seems adorable right now, but I keep walking.
Why is your head so heavy?
Because I'm a turtle.
And at that point, folks, that's where we're going to end tonight's episode of Delve and Dash. Because I think that's a good place to stop.
Okay.
And I did not,
All right.
and I did not anticipate you guys getting this far with all this information tonight. So I need to do some DM work on the back end to get ready.
Sorry.
You guys like avoided the whole encounter that I had planned for the night. Just all together. Oh,
Hey, sometimes the best thing you can do is walk away.
We're just gonna walk away. So I'm glad you guys had some awesome role play to go along with everything tonight, because I didn't have anything else to fill the session.
Woohoo!
You guys did awesome. Well done.
Yay.
Very good game. I love all the character dynamics that you guys got going on right now. So good, so good. So I'm hoping that we will have Ani back next week. For those of you who are watching, Ani wasn't feeling very well tonight, so she was taking the evening off. So hopefully by next Thursday we'll have her back, and I'm pretty sure that we were good to go for next week. As long as everybody's good to play, I will be ready to go. So we'll let you guys know for our next episode of Delve and Dash as they head back to Tiva's house with the book and more information due to some very clever antics from Vix tonight. Being able to,
that was great.
That was really, really clever.
Just your resident candle boy.
Yeah, so make sure you do trust your resident candle boy, and don't forget to add that proficiency bonus as well. We'll see you guys next time on Delve and Dash. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.